Welcome to Time Travel Diaries. Today, we transport you back to the heart of the medieval world. The majestic city of Constantinople. Once the crown jewel of the Byzantine Empire, this city stood as a beacon of culture, faith, and power for over 1,000 years. But in the 15th century, an unstoppable force loomed on its horizon, threatening to change history forever. Join us as we unravel the gripping tale of Constantinople's rise, its legendary defenses, and the epic siege that led to its dramatic fall. Imagine a city of shimmering gold, towers piercing the sky, reaching towards the heavens as if to touch the divine. Domes reflect the sun's brilliance, casting a golden hue over the city. The light dances on the rooftops, creating a mesmerizing spectacle. This was Constantinople, the crown jewel of the Byzantine Empire. A city that stood as a testament to human ingenuity and architectural prowess. For over 1,000 years, it stood as a beacon of civilization, a place where knowledge and culture flourished and where the past met the future. It was a crossroads of East and West, a melting pot of cultures, ideas, and traditions. Here, the Silk Road met the Mediterranean, and the world converged. Merchants from distant lands filled its bustling markets. Spices, silks, and treasures from across the globe were traded in a vibrant exchange of goods and stories. Scholars debated in its grand libraries, where ancient manuscripts and new ideas coexisted. It was a hub of intellectual activity, where the brightest minds gathered. At its heart stood the Hagia Sophia, a cathedral so vast and beautiful it took your breath away. Its dome seemed to float above the city, a marvel of engineering and artistry. Constantinople was a city of immense wealth and power. Its fortifications were legendary, with walls that had withstood the test of time and countless sieges. For centuries, they had repelled countless invaders. The city's defenses were a testament to its resilience and strategic importance. It seemed as though the city would stand forever, an eternal symbol of human achievement and endurance. But history, like the stars, is always in motion. Empires rise and fall, and the tides of time bring change to even the most enduring of cities. In the 15th century, a new threat emerged from the east: the Ottoman Empire. The Ottomans sought to expand their influence into Europe and saw Constantinople as a coveted prize. The stage was set for one of the most dramatic sieges in human history. The clash of civilizations, the struggle for dominance, and the fate of a city hung in the balance. The Byzantine Empire, once a mighty power, was a shadow of its former self. Its lands had shrunk significantly over the centuries, losing vast territories to various invaders and internal rebellions. The grandeur of its past was now a distant memory, with only ruins and historical maps to remind the world of its former glory. Internal strife weakened its defenses. Civil wars and political instability plagued the empire, draining its resources and morale. The once unified empire was now fragmented, with different factions fighting for control, further destabilizing the region. Yet, Constantinople remained a prize greatly desired by many. Its strategic location, bridging Europe and Asia, made it a vital center for trade and military operations. The city's formidable walls and rich history made it a symbol of resilience and power. The Ottomans, on the other hand, were a rising force. Emerging from the ashes of smaller Turkish states, they rapidly expanded their territories, driven by a vision of a vast and unified empire. They were led by a series of ambitious sultans who sought to expand their empire. Their armies were vast and disciplined. The Ottomans invested heavily in their military, ensuring their soldiers were well-trained and equipped with the latest weaponry and tactics of the time. The clash between these two empires was not just about land or resources. It was a struggle for dominance, a battle to determine which civilization would shape the future of the region. The Byzantines represented the old order. Their architecture, laws, and religious practices were deeply rooted in centuries of history, reflecting the legacy of the Roman Empire. The Ottomans brought with them the dynamism of Islam and a new vision for the future. Their culture was a blend of various influences, and they were eager to leave their mark on the world. This clash of cultures and ambitions would culminate in the Siege of Constantinople, a pivotal moment that would reshape the map of Europe and the course of history. At the helm of the Ottoman Empire was Sultan Mehmed II. He was a brilliant and ruthless leader, determined to conquer Constantinople. Mehmed was obsessed with the city's capture. He saw it as his destiny to fulfill an ancient prophecy and become the new Caesar of Rome. Defending Constantinople was Emperor Constantine XI, the last of the Byzantine emperors. He was a courageous leader facing insurmountable odds. Constantine knew the city was vulnerable. He appealed to the West for aid, but help was slow to arrive. The stage was set for a clash of titans. Mehmed, the young conqueror, brimming with confidence and ambition. Constantine, the last defender of a fading empire, facing his destiny with stoic determination. The fate of Constantinople hung in the balance. Constantinople's defenses were formidable. Towering walls built over centuries encircled the city. These walls had withstood countless sieges. They were a testament to Byzantine engineering. The Ottomans, however, had a secret weapon cannons. Massive cannons, the likes of which the world had never seen, were brought to bear on the city walls. These cannons, forged in the Ottoman foundries, hurled enormous stone balls with terrifying force. The defenders were outnumbered. Yet they fought with the courage and tenacity that had defined their ancestors. They knew they were fighting for their homes, their families, and their way of life. The citizens of Constantinople, inspired by their emperor, poured their hearts and souls into defending their beloved city. Day and night, the Ottoman cannons thundered. The ground shook. Walls crumbled under the relentless barrage. The defenders, exhausted and terrified, worked tirelessly to repair the damage. Inside the city, fear and uncertainty gripped the hearts of the people. The once bustling markets stood eerily quiet. The air was thick with smoke and the smell of gunpowder. Prayers for deliverance were offered up to the heavens. Amidst the chaos and destruction, stories of courage and resilience emerged. Soldiers fought bravely against overwhelming odds. Citizens, young and old, helped to shore up defenses and care for the wounded. The spirit of Constantinople, though battered, was not broken. This was the moment that would change the course of history forever. After weeks of relentless bombardment, a breach appeared in the city walls. The once impenetrable defenses of Constantinople were now vulnerable, and the fate of the city hung in the balance. On May 29, 1453, the Ottoman army launched its final assault. Thousands of soldiers surged through the breach, clashing with the exhausted defenders. The defenders, though weary and outnumbered, stood their ground with unwavering resolve. The fighting was fierce and desperate. Swords clashed, arrows flew, and the cries of the wounded filled the air. The chaos of warfare was palpable, with every soldier fighting for survival. The streets ran red with blood. The cost of the battle was immense, with countless lives lost on both sides. The once vibrant city was now a battlefield, its streets littered with the fallen. Every inch of ground was fiercely contested. The Ottomans pushed forward with relentless determination, while the Byzantines fought back with the courage of desperation, knowing that their very existence was at stake. The Byzantines, outnumbered and outmaneuvered, fought with the courage of desperation. Their spirit was unbroken, even as the odds stacked against them. They knew that this was their last stand. Legend has it that Emperor Constantine XI, casting aside his imperial regalia, fought among his men, meeting his end in the heart of the battle. His bravery became a symbol of the city's final stand. With their emperor slain and their defenses overrun, the Byzantine resistance crumbled. The once mighty walls of Constantinople could no longer hold back the tide of the Ottoman forces. The Ottoman army poured into the city, marking the end of an empire. The fall of Constantinople was not just a military defeat, but a profound shift in the balance of power in the region. The fall of Constantinople in 1453 marked the end of the Byzantine Empire and the rise of the Ottoman Empire, setting the stage for a new era in world history. Its fall marked the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter in history. The echoes of this moment would resonate for centuries to come. The fall of Constantinople sent shockwaves across Europe. It marked the end of the Byzantine Empire. The Christian world mourned the loss of this great city. For the Ottomans, it was a moment of triumph. They had achieved what no other army had done before. They had conquered the unconquerable city. Mehmed II entered Constantinople in triumph. Mehmed II declared himself the new ruler of the city, renaming it Istanbul and establishing it as the capital of the Ottoman Empire. He ordered the Hagia Sophia, the grandest church in Christendom, to be converted into a mosque. It was a powerful symbol of Ottoman dominance. The fall of Constantinople was a turning point in history. It shifted the balance of power from east to west. It ushered in a new era of Ottoman dominance in the eastern Mediterranean. The Ottoman Empire, emboldened by its conquest, expanded its influence into southeastern Europe, the Mediterranean, and the Middle East, establishing a powerful Muslim empire that would shape the geopolitical landscape for centuries. The conversion of Hagia Sophia into a mosque symbolized the city's transformation under Ottoman rule, while the influx of Byzantine scholars and texts into Italy sparked the Renaissance and fueled a renewed interest in classical learning and art. Today, Istanbul stands as a vibrant metropolis, a testament to its rich and diverse heritage, blending Byzantine, Ottoman, and modern influences. The fall of Constantinople remains a poignant reminder of the ebb and flow of empires and civilizations, and its impact continues to resonate in our understanding of global history. Thank you for watching. Join us next time on Time Travel Diaries as we uncover more fascinating stories from our collective past.